My name is Matt Longley. I'm the CEO of Visable. Visable is a hiring platform that helps companies better target and recruit college students. We always joke that on the Monday we wake up and we say, no one's going to tell me what to do today. This is great. And on the Tuesday we wake up and we say, someone please tell me what to do today. So it's a mix of things. I mean, so we have a profound professional investment or a personal investment in this business because of our experience as students, our experience trying to hire people out of school. The anxiety we had when we were students trying to figure out if whatever professional avenues we were pursuing were going to be the right ones and what that meant for our long-term career. So we're very engaged in this from a industry point of view, but also from the startup point of view. Charlie and I we're both makers. I would rather make something than buy it in my house, like a bench or whatever you want to say. I very much like to be hands-on, and Charlie's the same way. It's part of the reason why we get along so well. And one of the things about consulting where it was fascinating because you got to work on so many different projects, and so you were exposed to so much and different industries and different people that you essentially have 15 different careers from what you're exposed to. But at the end of the day, you're still constructing something or constructing an idea and then having someone else execute on it. And I think the thing that really drove us to startups, the thing that really sort of hit the tipping point for where we said we're going to quit our full-time jobs and we're going to start this company, is that we just wanted to get our hands dirty. And that's the thing about startups that's just every day is rewarding, is that some days you're making huge strategic decisions. Some days you're trying to pick out a printer. But regardless of what you're doing, you feel like you're really making progress on something. And when you get to the end of a week, you can look back and you can say, I made these relationships. We've changed this functionality. We're getting customer feedback. We're getting different responses to this thing that we've done. And it's a personal sort of impact that I never had really felt before professionally. I'm a voracious learner, and I'm also very ADD, which I think is part of that. And I think that you can't be an entrepreneur and be siloed, and you can't be an entrepreneur and be only interested in doing a specific type of work because that just doesn't work out. There's too much to do, and even though I like to joke with my friends who are in other fields that what do you do? Like, I'm the CEO of a fake company. I'm the CEO of a company that's on the precipice of becoming what you would consider a company, but at the moment it's a team that's trying to execute on the project. And I think that that's true for startups really for their first couple of years of operation. The CEO of a startup does everything that they can do on a given day to get something done. I don't really have the luxury of saying this is what I want to do today, or this is the type of work I like to do or I find the most rewarding, so I'm going to focus on that. It's scheduling calls, it's doing sales, it's doing development management, it's everything. And so I think that my biggest advantage from my childhood is just being interested in everything and having parents and family and friends that exposed me to everything that they could. And so I feel like I'm a more flexible CEO as a result. We read Lean Startup when we first launched this business, and we maybe didn't get all the agility stuff right away, but we got the lean stuff right away. So we've bootstrapped this business. We're self-funded for the last year and a half. I actually spent a year and a half bartending at a restaurant, a great restaurant in Baltimore, which was a blast and a great way to sort of get side revenue or get side money coming in when you're trying to do something that isn't going to pay you for a little while. But so we have almost no outside funding at the moment, but we're starting to think about what that's going to look like in the fall. We want to have some activity. We want to have a couple months of really being live before we start having those conversations with the concrete goal of asking for money. But I mean, it's always a tough question. Like any entrepreneur who says I don't want to raise money right now, what they mean is I haven't gotten the right offer yet. And so we're always thinking about it. When you're running a business that's not a revenue stage yet, it's something that you have to think about all the time. But we've been fortunate enough to plan out it's not necessarily on purpose, to be lucky enough when we're planning out all of the last year and a half that, that we haven't really needed funding yet.